Amazon Great Indian Festival and Flipkart Big Billion Day is here. And if you're planning to buy a smart TV, it might get a little bit confusing. These days we have smart TVs from all the smartphone manufacturers like OnePlus, Realme, Xiaomi, Samsung, and they do make it a little bit confusing. And it comes with all the different features, displays and audios, etc. So which smart TV should you buy in this sale? Well, this is Minal from TechVisor.com and I have been testing pretty much all the smart TVs out there. And in this video we will compare the Onida TV, the Mi TV Horizon, Realme TV and Samsung TV. Now there are other TVs such as OnePlus, LG, iFalcon, etc. which we won't be covering in this video since they don't offer unique features compared to the one in this list. So with that out of the way, let's begin. So first up we have the Made in India Onida TV which runs on Fire OS, the same operating system used in Fire Stick. So imagine a regular TV running Fire Stick, well that's what Onida TV is, and you can clearly see that in the remote as well. The remote is pretty much the same with extensions for buttons like Netflix, Prime Video, ZEE5, etc. Now pretty much all the smart TVs in this list are 80% same, so I will only be talking about the exclusive features. Okay, so the first unique thing about the Onida TV is that you also get a wall mount with it. Yes, it's the only TV in this list that offers a wall mount even in the 32-inch variant, thus saving you extra 500 or 1000 rupees. By the way, we will be testing only the 32-inch variant of all the TV in this list, but the review should also hold true for 43-inch variant as well. In fact, there is no difference between 32 and 43-inch variant of any smart TV. All specs, internals are same except the obvious difference in screen size. Now, the second thing that differentiates Onida TV from the rest is the smooth and easy to use UI, especially compared to the budget TV, which can get a little bit sluggish, especially in the budget version. However, the only thing I didn't like about this Onida TV is the speaker. Not only the speakers are not quite loud as Realme TV, but they also start cracking above 80% volume. Wait, let me show you. And the second problem I faced with the Onida TV was with the features. Although it's more of an Android TV versus Fire Stick debate, but the thing with Fire OS is it doesn't have as many features as you get with Android TV. For example, there is no Chromecast, so I can't send my YouTube videos from my phone to the TV. And then the app catalog is also around 30 to 40% of what you get with Android TV. So if that's kind of a bummer for you, you should not get this one. Overall, if you're looking for a made in India product or if you don't want to buy Android TV in the first place, then Onida TV makes sense for you. There's definitely problem with the audio quality. At higher volume, it starts cracking, but if you have a soundbar, you can easily fix that. Okay, next up we have the Samsung TV. Now the one that I have is without the voice search, but there is a version on Amazon with voice search as well, which will roughly cost you 1000 rupees extra. Pretty much all the features are same. Okay, so how is Samsung TV different from the rest? Well, if I have to put it in simple words, Samsung TV sits somewhere between your regular old TV and a new smart TV, and this is exactly what I like about it. For instance, if I have to gift a TV to my family, the regular TV might be too old for 2020 and the new Android TV is a bit too overpowering, and Samsung TV perfectly sits in between. I mean, here, check this out. The remote is quite similar to the old remote, so your parents might be feeling easy with it. And when you press the menu button, it brings the smart features like Netflix, YouTube video, web browser, etc. in the bottom half section of the screen while the video is already playing, unlike Fire OS or Android TV, which takes you to the entirely different screen, thus making it a lot easier for the older generations. Again, what's missing with Samsung TV is the smart features, just like it was missing in Onida TV. In fact, I will say it's even worse than Onida TV when it comes to features and apps. The Samsung TV runs on proprietary Tizen OS, which has basic apps like Netflix, Prime Video, YouTube, etc. And that's about it. Even features like casting, private listening and controlling your TV with your smartphones are only limited to Samsung smartphones. Another thing missing in the Samsung TV is same as Onida TV. Yes, the speaker. This time the audio quality isn't loud enough. While watching movies, I often have to go to 100% volume when the dialogues were quiet. To give you a perspective, other TVs were able to achieve it at 40 to 60% volume. But then again, if you're planning to use a soundbar, this won't be a problem as there's a support for aux cable. But this time there is no HDMI ARC port. Overall, if you're looking for a reliable TV for your parents and if you don't care about the smart feature, then Samsung TV makes sense for you. Although do keep in mind, the speakers are not that good, but you can easily fix it with the soundbar. Next up we have the Mi TV 4a Horizon. Now we have both the Mi TV 4a Pro and the Horizon series. But for this video, I will only include the latest Horizon edition, which is basically Mi TV 4a Pro but with thinner bezels. Now, the Mi TV Horizon, as you all know it, comes with Android TV. So you will be able to do variety of things with it. In fact, there are 5,000 apps on Google Play Store. So I can go on and on. For instance, the other day, I was wondering if I can make a call from my TV and then I found the Duo app. Similarly, if I want to send files from my Android to Android TV, there's an application for it. Look, my point is, if you're looking for an app, chances are it already exists on Android TV compared to all the other platforms. But what separates Mi TV Horizon from the rest Android TV is the design. Compared to all the other television in this list, this one has the slimmest bezel. In fact, the Mi TV has the highest screen to body ratio of 95%. Compared to 88.5% in OnePlus TV. Also, OnePlus TV has the worst display, which is the reason we didn't include this in this list. But you can check out the full review over here. And finally, we have the Realme TV. I kind of like this TV. So the Realme TV is an Android TV and pretty much everything that I said for the Android part of Mi TV will also hold true for the Realme TV. But my favorite thing about this Realme TV is hands down the audio experience. It has 24 watt speaker. Now to give you a perspective, most of the TV at this price range either has 18 watt or 20 watt, and you can clearly feel the difference of having a 24 watt speaker. I use this TV at my home and compared to all the TV in this list, this one is loudest. Other than that, this TV is pretty much similar to Mi TV in every way. Like it has the same spec, same price, same internals, and yes, there are bezels compared to Mi TV Horizon, but it's still slimmer. So finally, which one should you buy? Well, the choices are quite simple this time. If you are not looking for many features, then you got two options, Samsung TV or Onida TV. Now the Samsung TV is more like a regular TV which is better suited for the older generation. Onida TV is slightly has more features and looks modern, although do keep in mind, on both of the TVs the speakers are not that great. And if features are important for you, then I recommend going with Android TV only. So the Mi TV and Realme TV both are similar in pretty much most of the aspects. However, the Realme TV has advantage over the audio quality while the Mi TV has better display. Now there are also other TVs like OnePlus TV or LG Smart TV which I'm not including. Although they have a good brand value, I wasn't impressed with their product quality given for the price, especially when you have better option at this price range. Either way, links to all the best deals on TVs in the description of this video. So go ahead and check it out. Like always, it's Minal signing off. We'll catch you guys in the next one.